Yo guys, what is up? GK Draw is back, and today I thought what I would do is actually review some pretty old comics I made. Well, they were made like last year, so not super old, but it's actually a series of Green Lantern comics I did. So this is Green Lantern number 1, number 2, and so far it goes up to 6, but I'm thinking of making another one since I have a lot of free comics. And as you can see, they're made by the same brand that most of my other ones I review are. And so today I thought it'd be fun to show you these old comics. I'm pretty sure I haven't showed you guys them before, and thought it'd be cool. So today I'm gonna do number 1, and through the rest of the week I will be doing 1 through 6, and I might even make a 7th one for you. So with that being said, let's look at this comic. So as you see, it says Green Lantern Volume 1, New Reign, and it has his hand sticking out. At first, this comic was actually, I was actually making a new, I was actually redrawing my old art, because I actually made a comic called Green Lantern New Reign that was pretty old. I might show you guys it sometime, but I never actually finished it. It has, like, the DC Comics logo up here. And when I was making this, I was very inspired by the Green Lantern, I don't remember what series it was, but there's a Green Lantern series that I own that I was really inspired by at the time. So it starts off, it just shows the Green Lantern power battery. It says Mogo now. And then it shows like Hal like flying back, and he's like, ah! And then it shows Atrocitus, and he's like, now die, Lantern. And then it shows Hal, and he's like beat up, and his suit is like torn and stuff. He's like, Atrocitus, I will never listen to you. And then it shows Atrocitus, like, zooms in on his face, and he's like, too bad, I'll make you. And another thing about a lot of my older comics is that the wording is so cheesy. Like, what I actually made the characters say is, like, it just makes me laugh. It just, like, gets me every time. He's like, see? He punches Hal, and it's like, bam. Then shows Hal, and he's like, okay, you're playing rough. It's time to fight back. And he's like, okay. And Atrocitus makes an axe and like smashes against Hal's shield that he makes. And he's like, that's not cool. See, the wording is so cheesy in these comics. That's not cool. He's like, zap. He like shoots a blast him. He's like, ugh. I'm sorry, Poozer. And if you actually know, like, if you read Green Lantern comics, that's what Kilowog calls Hal. And then it shows it shows Kilowog, and he's like the Black Lantern symbol, which you will find out later why. He's like, but you left me to become this, to die. And he's like, Jordan, Kilowog! That's what Atrocitus yells. And then it shows like the zombie Kilowog say, now it's your turn, old man. And then he's like, time for you. He creates like this mace and like smashes. I actually really like how this mace looks like. It looks really cool in my opinion. He's like, time for you. He smashes against Atrocitus' shield, and he's like, no! And then it says 3 hours earlier, Earth. He shows Hal, and he's like, all lanterns report to sector 2814. Lorfreeze is attacking Earth, because that's actually the sector Hal is assigned to in the comics, and Earth is actually in that sector. So he's like, Lorfreeze is attacking Earth. And he shows the Lorfreeze. I actually kind of like this face. It looks a little weird, but overall, I think it turned out pretty nice. He's like, all is mine, since he's an orange lantern, which orange represents greed. And then shows this face of him. I don't really like it, but then Hal's like, and he's big, and he's like, I don't know why or how. I don't think it ever explains in my comics, but then he's monster sized, like think Giant Man from Avengers. Like when Ant-Man grows. And it shows Hal, and he's like talking to his ring. He's like, ring, locate Lantern Kilowog. And then it says Lantern Kilowog approaching Earth. Unknown entity following. And then Hal's like, good, getting close. Unknown entity though. And then this guy in this car in the background is like, hey Lantern, mind to help? And then he's like, ugh, and it shows Kilowog crash like really hard. Oh my gosh, this drawing. And then it shows Kilowog's like, Poozer. I don't know why, but I like writing Poozer so much, apparently. And then Hal's like, no, Kilowog, no, and he's like crying. It's very emotional. And then he's like, sorry, I'm sorry. And it says willpower no longer detected, and it shows green ring leave him. And then it shows Salak, and he's like, no, it's bad, isn't it? And then it shows some other Green Lanterns. That guy's like, Master Jordan. And then just Hal, and he looks at him, he's like, go kill Larfleeze. I will kill the jerk who did this. I don't really know why he's so mad at Larfleeze all of a sudden, but apparently he is. He's like, that's an order. And then, Gah! Rage detected. Red Lantern, rage. Shows like he has a Red Lantern symbol now, and a Red Lantern ring came on him. And then he's like getting blasted, and then all the Green Lanterns are like, well, Salak's like, Jordan, you betray your own cause. And they're all like standing there with their like smoke coming off their ring. And then it shows him, and he's like, you dare! And Salak here's like, Corps Leader Jordan, listen, I don't care if you're a red or not. Find out who killed Kilowog and show them who's best, please. Very heartfelt. This comic is very emotional. And then all of a sudden it shows Black Hand. He comes down and like grabs Hal by the neck, but he's like about to punch him, and it says Black Lantern death. I know who did it. And then Salak's like, Black Hand? And then he's like, Black Hand? Who? I actually kind of like this face. And then Black Hand's like, now that you are red, just ask your ring. And he's like, just tell me. Only if you let me make Kilowog a Black Lantern. I don't care. Just say who did it. I think the reason I made him say, like, I don't care is because he, like, read the anger, like, clouds your head, and it makes you, like, it doesn't really let you think straight. And he's like, atrocitus. And then shows Hal fly off, and he's like, yes. And then Salak's like, no, Kilowog. And it says, next, Rise of the Black Lantern, to be continued. And next, for tomorrow, I do have Rise of the Black Lanterns. So guys, I hope you liked my video, and I hope you like my Green Lantern comics. Please subscribe if you like my content, and bye.